On today's episode, we're gonna try to pull the seat out, and it is rusty. So I'm just gonna drill these bolts out. We're gonna yank her out and see how bad this floor is. Let's get to it. Usually supposed to be some bolts, but it is rusty. So we're just gonna go ahead and drill it out because the floor underneath is gone. So we don't really care, we just want to get the seat out. So alright, we're gonna do the same thing over here. This one over here is just it's so rusty. I don't know if the truck sat in the water or sat outside for a while and protected, but a little bit small. There we go, just like that. That one wasn't enough. Well, let's try trick number 2. Get in here and get this seat popped again. And those ones are shot too bad. Ain't seen one of those in a very long time. There's probably some good stuff on that. We'll have to check that later. Alright, so I'm thinking the seat won't go forward enough to get the only good bolt in the truck on the seat. So I already took the handle off. This is a B&M Z-Gate shifter, and it's broken. Well, it's not broken, but somebody modified it so it doesn't ratchet like it's supposed to. So he struggles trying to get it in gear because it doesn't want to stay where the shifter should shift into gear. It doesn't stay. You kind of got to slide it around, and with the Z-Gate you're supposed to put it in drive and then downshift. That's the only way you can get it, and it won't. You can just pick it up, slide it right back, and then when you shift you can push it all the way ahead and it'll go straight to neutral. And we're gonna have to figure that out because the transmission in this thing isn't, the computer's not hooked up right. So he's got to manually shift it. I'm hoping moving that ahead we can Come up here, get to our last bolt. Yes, we can. Yeah, I don't think this has been cleaned in a while. We just got some old receipt and shit. Got some old change. GE Aviation Muskegon. Huh. Wish I knew someone that worked there. I think this is a 13. This looks to be the only good bolt on the whole driver's side. Definitely need to vacuum because this truck smells like mouse shit. There we go, boys. There's like the smallest piece of metal holding this in. Come on. This thing just won't come out there. Only good part in the whole truck. Boom. That's Thor for you. 1.5 pound. Oh yeah. Okay, I want to be as shocked as you guys, so pull this off. It's not attached to nothing. Make sure we don't lose our special bolts here. Can't lose our built Ford Tough floor mat. Yummy. Rip part of your carpet, bud. I'm sorry. We got part of our old brackets were holding the seat down. We're getting there. You gotta be shitting me. Okay, try one more time. Still got the seat belts to get out of there, but oh, I don't think that's too bad. Maybe the old knife test. What I mean by the knife test is nice and hard. When you start getting over here by the soft stuff, see how your knife usually kind of goes through that? That's what we call the knife test. So I'm gonna get some metal. Looks like up here's pretty good. Well, up here, he just wants this to be nice and solid. He's not worried about replacing the whole thing, but I told him I'd get it apart and send him a picture of it, and he can tell me what he wants to do. If we want to look for a new piece, or looks like part of this be the inner cab corner, I guess you'd call it. It's pretty rusty, but for the most part, still some solid material there. I mean, where the door seal is supposed to go is rotted off. See, that's supposed to go down. Yeah, it's supposed to be right here. Your door seal is gone. But he's not looking for a show truck. He just wants something he can take down the trail and drive to work if he wants. So we're gonna send him some pictures of that, and over here, that's not too bad. I mean, he's got threads inside him. Not worried about that. I'm not worried about the back one. Back one we can bolt right through. The seat belt is gone. We can make a new bracket with a nut. We use this recessed part here. So if you just put a nut and bolt, this will rip out like nothing in a car wreck on this like thin shit. So if you put a nice bracket, beef it up, it'll spread that surface area and hold up a lot better. So yeah, looks like it was wired for an amp at some point. So I don't think it's actually too bad. We'll end up vacuuming all this stuff when we're done. There's no point in trying to clean it and then getting it dirty just to clean it again. These can be a real pain. Looks like that's a 50, T50. Sometimes you can be super tight. Yep. Just like that. I forgot where I got these, but this will probably snap right off. It's gonna snap off because I'm gonna put the old breaker bar on her. Unfortunately, I do need this one off, so if it does break, we'll end up having to cut the carpet. If I break my bit, I'm not too worried. I got it cheap. My light just died. still yeah, I think the body bolt's just turning. Yeah, she's just turning. So we'll end up having to cut the carpet, but she's not gonna care. I don't even have to ask. This carpet's old enough, it kind of just rips as you go along. And then I got some of this canvas, which may cause a fire someday, but we're gonna do our best to cover up. And we got the Ken on this truck. When we start cutting, we don't want to damage anything more than we have to on it. This is a fire hazard, but we'll just take our time out here and get her going. The nice thing about this floor being gone is this is still pretty solid, except for this back corner. So I should be able to just take a new piece of metal, just kind of probably have to make it long and then pound it with a hammer down. But it should lay pretty flat on top of it. And it looks like I don't need that much. All right, y'all, been sweating. Been a very long Father's Day between celebrating with family and then having a work emergency to take care of. So anyway, we're gonna be working on this week. So we're gonna kind of stage these. Not sure how many I get during the week, but hoping we have this done by middle of July, end of July, and hopefully we can get her out. So we'll catch you on the next video.